Hello fellow insomniacs. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about insomnia and how to cure it. So the good news is most cases of insomnia can be cured by behavioral changes and you won't even need to see a doctor or take any medications. So insomnia has tons of different causes, so once you go through all the causes, you can eliminate the ones that don't apply to you and find the ones that do apply to you, and after that you can make the appropriate changes and your insomnia will most likely be gone. So the causes can be caffeine, alcohol, smoking, stress, anxiety, or depression, a recent traumatic experience. It could be due to your sleeping environment, and it could be not spending enough time in the sunlight or even some medications you might be on. So caffeine. You know, this is a must, and we all drink caffeine, but if you're drinking too much, and especially too late in the day, this can definitely affect your sleep, but if you cut down on this, it'll definitely improve your sleep. Alcohol and smoking. Alcohol does make you feel sleepy, but it does interfere with your quality of sleep. And smoking, any form of nicotine actually, smoking, chewing tobacco, nicotine gum, or the patch, has nicotine in it, and nicotine is a central nervous system stimulant, so of course you're not going to fall asleep if you're smoking or anything before bed, so you need to stop that if you want to improve your sleep. Stress and anxiety, these can be big contributors to insomnia, and everyone's experienced it. You know, if you have a big day in the next day, or you just had some emotional trauma like a breakup and you're stressed or you're anxious about anything, this will affect your sleep. And the main goal here is to avoid your anxious thoughts before bed, and you want to just associate your bed with the only two things that beds are used for usually, which is sleep and sex. So if you are going to bed with your anxious thoughts, and that's going to subconsciously relate your bed to the anxious thoughts, and that's going to interfere with your sleep and your sex life. So you don't want to do that. So the main thing you want to do here to avoid that is to, when you're in bed, just sleep. Don't do anything else in your bed. Don't read, don't watch TV in bed. Don't go on the internet in your bed. Like, the only thing it's supposed to be used for is those two things. And if you can't sleep and you're lying in bed, the best thing is to get up and do something relaxing. If you're suffering from any depression or any mental disorder, you have to go see your doctor and get treated for that, because that is the underlying cause of your insomnia most likely. If you've had a recent traumatic experience, this can be due to a breakup or any physical trauma, and the good news is this will go away with time. Your sleep environment. It should be comfortable for you, and it should be dark, and make sure you have good curtains. And also what you want to do is if you have an alarm clock, you want to turn that around, because even the smallest amount of light can disturb your sleep. And also, if you're always constantly looking at the clock and thinking about how much time you're losing in sleep, it's going to make you anxious, and that's going to lead to more insomnia. Some other things you want to avoid are avoiding taking naps during the day. If you absolutely need to, try and keep it under 30 minutes and before 3 p.m. approximately. And you should also try and avoid late TV or late internet use during the night. I know this is very hard for our generation, especially with our phones, and we're always on our phones, but if you really want to get rid of your insomnia, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And another thing is avoid exercise before bed. Now, if you do want to take medications, there is an over-the-counter drug called melatonin, and it's a natural hormone produced in the body, in the pineal gland, in your brain, and it just helps you, makes you feel sleepy. And it's over-the-counter, easy to get, safe, but do check with your doctor before you take anything, because it can interact with other drugs, or if you're pregnant or lactating or have any depression disorders like that and other things, you shouldn't be taking melatonin. And it doesn't even work for some people. It works for some people, it doesn't work for other people, and it's mild. But if you still don't see any improvement after trying all these things, you can see your doctor and see about getting a medication, but usually they won't work, and it's mainly behavioral changes that you have to really knuckle down and change. And it's up to you if you really want to make all the changes. I know it sounds like a hassle, but yeah, it's up to you guys. And now that I've told you everything, you can make the appropriate changes in your behavior, and hopefully you'll have a good night's sleep. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.